What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and before we get in this video, I just want to say thank you to all of you for the love and support and the understanding of me doing that little screw up, putting physical attack Urus on Iron Fist, and it seems like a lot of you did the same thing. Even some of you put physical attack Odin's Blessings on your Iron Fist, which, man, my heart goes out to you because that is a very expensive unequipping cost. It really is easy to put the wrong Urus on a character like Iron Fist, who is a combat character, right? You would think he just does physical attack, but he does energy attack. I was just upset because he's been in the game forever. I knew he's an energy attack character, but I ended up slapping physical attack Urus on him for whatever reason. So again, thank you so much for all the love and support. And also, again, my heart goes out to all of you that experienced the same thing. Now let's get into the video, which is Daredevil. So I wanted to revisit this guy because I love Daredevil. I really love this uniform. I think it's freaking amazing looking, and I don't think this thing's as strong as it should be. However, I have changed the build. I did decide to slap a CTP of Rage on him, and I do think this is the optimal obelisk to go with for this guy. His fifth skill and his fourth skill both do very, very good damage. Both of them do insane damage. I do think the fifth skill does a little bit more, but they both do crazy, crazy damage. And the fact that, you know, with the Rage, you don't have to worry about your proc so much. Whereas with the regular damage proc, you do. As far as the build, the physical attack's the same, 30,000 physical attack. He's going to have max attack speed from his fourth skill. We get 10% attack speed from the fourth skill. He'll have max critical rate also whenever we do the fourth skill. So those are going to be max. He has max critical damage, max general defense, max skill cooldown. And he also has close enough to max dodge. So he has pretty optimal build for the most part. We do have 5-star physical attack Urus, and I got one dodge Uru in there just so I could max out that dodge. So there is room to grow here. I could definitely put some Odin's Blessings on him, but in all honesty, I don't know. I might put HP on him. In all honesty, guys, I think I might put some HP on him because, seriously, he just lacks so much survivability. Daredevil has a lot of power. He's got a lot of damage, but God almighty, he can die so easy. And then for his type enhancement, you can see I took it up to 6. And I did that for Mephisto. He has the type advantage against Mephisto, right? Against Blast type. He's going to do an extra 60% damage to Mephisto. And he's going to decrease damage by 45% from Mephisto, right? So he should have better survivability. And he should do more damage, which he does. And he does have better survivability. But even with type enhancement 6, he still can die, even having the extra dodge. So that way you could get this heal more often, this 30% recovery max HP heal, but it's on a 9-second cooldown. Even with that, dodging more often, getting the heal more often, we still can croak. He's still a very fragile character, and that is the heart of the problem. They really should have gave this guy more HP. In all honesty, 38,000 HP just isn't enough. Daredevil should have had more, in my opinion, or he should have had a heal, at least on one of his skills. This is not to say he's a bad character. I don't think he's bad. You know, it shouldn't always be about the metas. You should always enjoy the characters that you play with. And Daredevil is fun. And he's got a lot of damn damage. The guy is strong. I just wish he had better survivability, because the problem is when characters don't have that good of survivability, players tend to not want to play them. And that sucks. Now, all of us that love Daredevil, we're going to keep playing him, and I'm going to use him. I got a lot invested into him. Like I said, I got his type enhancement to 6. I got the Rage on him. I got his uniform to Mythic. I mean, I can definitely level up a little bit more, but he isn't a meta like an ABX or anything like that. He's just going to be a world boss killer, and in all honesty, I think probably a PvP killer too, to be perfectly frank with you guys. I mean, this third skill, I mean, it does have Ignore Iframe, and it is a counter, my friends, and it does have a damage proc on it. Plus, you get the damage accumulation all at once, and the 3 seconds of immunity. And I've seen a little PvP gameplay with him, and I gotta tell you, Daredevil is pretty impressive. With the right team, he's pretty damn impressive. So let's jump into the action and let's rock and roll. So the first fight we're going to do is against Stage 5 Knull. And we are using Iron Fist leadership for that 60% attack to the defender allies. And then Valkyrie for the 50% damage to supervillains and 30% ignore dodge. And with Daredevil's passive, we have 100% ignore dodge at all times. So we're using all damage to supervillain strikers. And then we do have anti-venom because Daredevil absolutely needs that heal. Now, when you're playing with a Rage, what I found to work really well is hit the third skill And then if you want, you could let the third skill actually counter and get that damage proc, but the damage proc will cancel once you go into another skill. I really wish you could have just put the damage proc on another skill. Like, I wish you could have just used the counter in PvP, had the 80% damage proc, but whenever you're playing in regular world bosses, you could actually cancel the skill and get the damage proc from it, but you can't. You gotta let the counter engage, and when it engages, it actually does hits, and I really wish they wouldn't have done that. But I mean, look at him, guys. I mean, he can take bars off. He can take some freaking bars off. The other thing about Daredevil that is kind of a bummer is you can't really cancel his 4 and his 5. You got to go into another skill or just switch your character if you really want to cancel it. And I'm trying to use the tier 3, and when he kind of gets close, the slashes start. Then I try to get the damage accumulation, then go into the 3-4 or the 3-5. It really depends on what's going on. If I still have my accumulation up and I got the fifth skill ready, I'll probably go ahead and hit the fifth skill because I'll still have my crit rate buff up from my fourth skill. But if I don't have my crit rate buff up, I don't have my extra attack buff up from my 4, and I don't have my accumulation, when I do the skill after the tier 3, then I want to make sure those are engaged. So it's really kind of by feel how I'm playing Daredevil, in all honesty. And the nice thing is, he does have that invincibility, right? And I'm just doing 3, 4, 5. We still got our proc engaged, right? We still got the crit rate. Now we're going to go into our 3, 4. And yeah. And then we go into the 5. I mean, that 5 does some damn good damage, seriously. And we just went in and switched because we were actually in the middle of doing a skill. And because you can't cancel Daredevil's skills, he would have died right there, guys. I mean, seriously, he is the definition of paper character. He just can't handle a lot of damage done to him. And we're just going to go ahead and take old boy down. Now, I know stage 5 isn't like the greatest gauge, but something to keep in mind, my friends, is if you have Jessica Jones and you get that 50% attack, right? And this would be an amazing team because you have Iron Fist, you have Daredevil, and you have Jessica Jones. And I know that's an expensive cost, right? But you get to play with all the Defender team, and you can just switch between all of them using their awakened skills. Now, more than likely, you'd probably just be switching between Iron Fist and Daredevil because they're the ones that's really going to do the most of the damage or the brunt of the damage. I mean, Iron Fist is stronger than Daredevil, guys, for sure. And that's kind of the thing that's a bummer about this is if you played with Iron Fist, you'd actually do better. But if you want to make your life easier and make it maybe even a little bit more fun for yourself and you want to play with all the Defender characters and you have Jessica, you can just switch between all these characters and just have a good old time destroying Knull or destroying whatever world boss it is you're trying to take down. And that's actually pretty cool. I really love that they have all this synergy. It's pretty sweet, honestly, guys. Oh yeah, get him. We'll try to slip in a little damage here. You see how he keeps doing his fifth skill there? It's kind of annoying. Okay, never mind. Switch. Yeah, there. I thought I was going to squeeze in a little damage there, but nope. Careful. But I mean, there's always good and bad to all these runs that we do, and really to a lot of the characters that we play with. Daredevil, in my opinion, isn't what he should be. But he is strong. He does have really good damage. And I think this is the bottom line. He feels like Daredevil, and he's fun to play, right? That's the whole thing about him, And I put all these resources in him because, one, I wanted to showcase him, but also because I really love this character. I've always felt like Daredevil's just been such an underrated character in the Marvel Universe. Even before the Daredevil show, I just always felt like that. This guy's freaking amazing. I mean, Daredevil, a normal peak human, can out-dodge Spider-Man in some comics. That's just crazy. Crazy skill. I mean, we all know how great Spider-Man is. So we're going to go ahead and use that 4 skill. Try to do a little damage here. We're about to die, so we're going to go ahead and switch. And we're going to switch back to Daredevil. I just switched so we wouldn't die. And we'll switch back to Daredevil here in a second. We're just going to wait till Daredevil's tagging cools off. We'll bring him back in. Normally, you would just try to run away, but I was really afraid I was going to die. So I kept him in there. And we do the 3, 4, 5. We'll hit the tier 3. And we're gonna melt this. Here we go. 3, 4. And boom. And you see all the damage from that fifth skill. I mean, stage 5, I know it's nothing super great. But Daredevil definitely getting it done pretty much on his own. So let's see what he can do against Mephisto. So this is just stage 2, and there is a reason for that. Daredevil can definitely go higher than that, especially with this team, using Iron Fist and Valkyrie all on the team. He can definitely go higher than that, especially the way that mine's build, having 2% pierce. But here's the issue with Daredevil. Again, guys, it is his survivability. He can't take much. I'm serious. Whenever Mephisto goes into his little circle, after this phase here, when he starts going into those, he can just one-shot Daredevil. Now, in the first phase, you can pretty much just face tank oh boy, no problem. Matter of fact, whenever you're playing with a rage, you could do 3, cancel 4, let the 4 play out, and then you can just do the 2-1 real quick while your invincibility's up, and then just go into the 5th skill and then hit your tier 3. But you have to be super, super careful. And I really think that, look at the damage, guys. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. He just plows through this, right? And this is how you have to play him. At least from my experience, you need to murder him as fast as possible. And you definitely want to get behind him when he does that. And whenever he does the cross attack there, you want to make sure you're not in front of it. Because I really believe that Mephisto's doing some kind of chip damage, or not really dot, but he's doing some kind of damage where he's getting you over time, damage over time. Like some kind of dot effect. That's what it seems like. Because there's times where I attack him where he's in the circle and I don't take any damage, and there's times where I do. So I don't know if I'm not getting my invincibility off fast enough or what it exactly is. But man, he just dies so easy. And that's the thing. I tried stage 4 multiple times and the damage was there. The damage was there, my friends. Stage 4, stage 5, it was definitely there. But God almighty, man, he's so fragile. He just poof, poof, poof. Like the blink of an eye, just die. But we're just, but you can see how strong he is. And look at how fast he's murdering. And by the way, this is a fun run. This is a fun run. When I was trying to do the high level run, not that fun, my friends. Not that fun. So, and this is another thing I was mentioning earlier about having Iron Fist and, you know, a support like Jessica. Jessica and Iron Fist both combat types. They're going to have a type disadvantage against Mephisto. But Daredevil, he can do most of the damage for you, like the way I'm playing him right now, right? And every once in a while, if you want to throw an Iron Fist or Jessica, you can. But Daredevil can I mean, as far as the damage, he'll fucking plow through this. As long as you switch him enough and get him out of there, he will get it done, my friends. But I tried stage 4 so many times. I spent probably an hour trying to do it. And I come close, I would come close, I'd come close, and I just ran out of time. You know, I'm very busy on the weekends, I gotta work, and I just couldn't quite get it done. But I just wanted to show you all this, with this kind of build, how fast he can murder through this. Now there we got stunned, damn it. Even with 2 movement strikers and Clea and Captain Marvel, still a little bit not quite fast enough sometimes. We do have anti-venom. You absolutely want to heal, which is a shame to have a healing striker for a character that has a built-in heal. But that dodge is not very reliable, my friends. Even with max dodge, it's not very reliable. It just isn't. And then, of course, we have Hulk for extra attack and Red Skull for the damage dealt to supervillains. Come on, come on, come on. Pick this up, run around, run around, run around. Ooh. But, and by the way, guys, I'm still loving playing Mephisto. I think it's awesome. I love the change from Knull. And I do think, at least so far, you know, from what I'm gathering, that Mephisto, I think, is just harder than Knull. Maybe it's because my Conquer level isn't as high. You know, maybe that has something to do with it. But I just think this guy's a lot harder. He just seems much more difficult. At least so far, in my opinion. But my opinion could change over time. We'll see in the future. So that was Daredevil, you know, doing stage 5 against Knull and doing stage 2 against Mephisto. But you saw how much time we had left. He can definitely go higher than this. He could do stage 5, maybe stage 6 on my account. But the problem is trying to keep him alive. It's one of them deals where you got to play him over and over and over and over and over and over, or just get one damn good run. And, you know, every time that Mephisto's doing his, you know, circular movement, you need to get away from him. Otherwise, you will croak. I tried it over and over, and I tried to get in there and face tanking, and oh no, it just, and that's another thing, you know, you're running around killing time because you're trying to avoid getting killed. But if you were using the team, if you were using Iron Fist and Jessica Jones, and you were using their awakened skills throughout the fight, you could do a lot better, right? So that's the thing to always keep in mind, especially with a team such as the Defenders. So let me know how you're all feeling about Daredevil. Personally, I love the uniform. I just wish it had better survivability. Just wish the heal was actually on a skill. And I stream on Twitch at Reset, Sunday through Thursday. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.